Welcome back to Brad's Garage. Today we're working on our 2015 VW Jetta. This is the 1.8 liter little turbo motor. Unfortunately, like VW put 4 or 5 different motors in a 2015, so we're going to show you the spark plug removal and replacement on this 1.8. So if your engine looks like this, then follow along. Step 1, just remove the engine cover. I just lightly pull onto each corner. Not too much pressure. You could break something as it's only plastic. Okay, got that cover off. We'll set that out of the way. And the next step is we're going to be removing these plugs off the electrical connectors off the plugs, and then the coil packs. Remove those out of our way, and then we have access to the plugs. So next up, we're going to just leave everything connected for now. We're going to get a plain tip screwdriver and just pop these caps covering the wire harness on the 4 connectors here. Those are the coil packs. Just a tip, it does work a lot better if the engine's a little bit warm. I know you have to work on a warm engine, but it makes the coil packs come out a lot easier. So just grab your little hook tool and you're going to pull off each connector. Sometimes they're stuck. What I like to do is just push this plastic trim piece out of your way. This one, as you can see, is broken, so if you just use the hook tool, then generally you'll have less problems. You might have to just get a little, yeah. Okay. That plastic piece out of your way in the back so it slides up out of the way. Push it down, slide it up. Okay, now all those are loose. Get our 10mm. Take off all the ground wires. So now we can just go ahead and remove these grounding wires. They just come right off. And then the only thing holding the coil pack is a 10mm bolt. And if the car is warm, then these should come out pretty easy, but they still like to get stuck from being in there for, in this case, this car's got 115,000 miles on it, so they've been in there a little bit. Oh, pop goes the weasel. All right, get your 5/8 spark plug socket. I like to break them all by hand just so I can feel how each one of them feels. And then once you break them, everything feels good. Then we'll go ahead and switch to the Milwaukee. All right, we got all 4 out. So we got our new plugs. If you guys watched our channel before, we always like to use OEM stuff. We get everything from FCP Euro. That way it has a lifetime guarantee. If you ever need to replace the plugs again, then you send back the old ones and you're good to go. So let's just do a quick double check here. Make sure we're good to go. 905, 560, 10. So obviously either these were replaced with OEM ones or they've never been replaced at all. We're talking this car has 115,000 miles on it. As you can see, our electrode is pretty burnt there compared to the brand new one. So definitely this is going to make a huge improvement. Make sure you get your anti-seize. We do that on all plugs, 100% without fail. You saw that a couple of them were kind of difficult to pull out of the cylinder head. We don't want to have any issues ever. Just for fun, we decided to double check the gap here. So it's about a 41% more gap in the burnt out plugs than the factory spec new ones. So yeah, it's pretty significant. Go ahead and get them reinstalled. I like to thread them in a bunch of turns by hand. Make sure we're not cross-threaded. because this is an aluminum head, and that would not be good to cross-thread anything into aluminum. Okay, we got them all in by hand. Let's grab the torque wrench. So we got our torque wrench. It's 30 Newton meters or 22.1 foot-pounds. All right, we got everything torqued down. Now we can go ahead and put the coil packs back into position, and they're just going to go straight down. They slide right over the top of the plug. Just give them a little wiggle. Okay, and then we can just start plugging them back in until you hear the click. I leave them loose, that way you can kind of get the connector on real good. Okay, and then you simply just get this lined back up with each connector, and then close the door. Okay, now we can insert our bolts for the coil pack, get them started a few turns by hand. Let's grab the Milwaukee. Now we go ahead and put our grounding wires back on. All right, tighten these up. So we got everything tightened up. It's all back together, all the connections on. You're gonna grab your engine cover and you're gonna line it up. It has 4 rubber grommets, okay? You're here, 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 and here. So just make sure you're lined up. Good rule of thumb is it's kind of right on the edge of this timing cover, the plastic and metal. So you're right there. And you feel, make sure you're in 4 grooves, and then press down each corner. And there you go. All right, hopefully that helps you out with your VW Jetta. They use the engine in a bunch of cars, but it's the 1.8T. Like I said, if your engine looks like that, then follow along. This video is for you. Check out the other videos that we did on this car, a couple other common maintenance items. Thanks again for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.